Hello friends, welcome to Block Bytes. If you are active on the crypto Twitterverse, I'm sure you have come across the term ultrasound money before. It is mostly used in reference to Ethereum and gained prevalence after the blockchain moved from proof of work to proof of stake in September. But what does it mean? Let's understand inflation first. Inflation simply means the reduction in the purchasing power of a currency or an asset. As you know, the world is reeling under the effects of high inflation these days. What it means is that the currencies are losing their purchasing power much more rapidly. For example, if the inflation rate of the United States is 7.7%, then its currency, the US dollar, is losing 7.7% of its value every year. The deflation rate in Argentina is 88%. No wonder people in the country are switching to cryptocurrencies these days. Deflationary currencies or assets, on the other hand, mean that they do not lose their purchasing power over time and their value increases. The value of any currency or asset depends on its demand and supply. If the supply is more than the demand, the currency turns inflationary, and when the demand is more, it turns deflationary. There are certain assets like gold which have a fixed supply, until a new mine is discovered, of course. Such assets are called sound money, and since their supply is fixed and demand increasing, their value also increases. In the crypto world, the equivalent to gold is Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a capped supply of 21 million, and that is all there ever will be. This is the main driver why it has seen such a phenomenal rise in price over the years. Ethereum, on the other hand, is programmed to lose or burn its supply over time. And so a meme called ultrasound money was created. Represented as a bat and a speaker with sound waves, you will find Ethereum supporters with these icons on their Twitter accounts. There is an entire website dedicated to presenting metrics around issuance and burn of the ETH token called ultrasound.money. According to this website, in November, the net issuance of the ETH token started dropping with respect to its burn, slipping it into the ultrasound category, where issuance or supply is less than burn or demand. At one point on November 17th, ETH's supply vis-a-vis demand reduced to 6,188 ETH. Since then, it is back into the inflationary zone. At the time of making this video, ETH's inflation was 0.008% and increasing, which means that more ETH was being minted than burned. According to a recent Coindesk article, the main reason for this was due to a slowdown on the blockchain's activity. After the FTX meltdown, the crypto space saw a surge in activity levels as people started using decentralized exchanges, which in turn made the token deflationary. The move to proof of stake saw a 90% drop in the ETH issuance as mining rewards were replaced by staking rewards for validators. If ETH was to remain as a proof of work chain, its current inflation rate would be 3.583%. Bitcoin also has an inflation of around 1.716%. Besides the change in the rewards policy, Ethereum's inflation also depends on something called as a burn rate of ETH tokens, popularly known as EIP 1559. According to this proposal, fees paid for transactions on the network are burned and removed from circulation, which means that the amount of ETH burned depends on the amount of activity on the network. This is exactly what we see play out here. According to Etherscan, there has been a marked drop in daily ETH burned after the FTX episode. During the peak of the FTX story, the ETH burn rate reached a high of over 5,000 tokens per day, which has now dwindled to only 1,200. Let's also look at who is burning the most ETH tokens. Uniswap, the popular decentralized crypto exchange, clearly is the winner here, followed by token transfers, stablecoin USDT, and the biggest or the largest NFT marketplace, OpenSea. If seen by category, DeFi is leading the race, followed by NFT. Clearly, there is a need to increase the amount of on-chain activity to bring ETH back to its deflationary state. And the ecosystem knows this. Uniswap recently announced that people can now trade NFTs from different marketplaces on its platform. Layer 2s, which is another important burn category, is also increasing its activity level. Since November 2020, L2 transactions per second have increased by a whopping 33,000%. More L2 activity means more activity on the Ethereum chain as well. And finally, the number of active addresses on Ethereum itself reached its high level in 6 weeks. These are some great signals that activity levels are going to rise on chain, but so is the number of stakers to the network. Tokenomics, especially on a blockchain as widely used and as active as Ethereum, is a complex juggling act between different parameters. In the end, we need both activity and staking to increase on the chain. And so for me, the flip-flop between inflation and deflation is just part of the mechanism. What is more important is that more and more people use Ethereum and more people stake on it. I hope you liked this video. Relevant links are in the description. Consider liking and sharing, and I will see you next time with another fresh bite. Bye-bye.